can't do it. I can't do it.
Look at him.
I can't
Just
do it.
look
I'm
at this
pushing. I'm
idiot.
pushing.
I told him.
I hope it's
I
just
told
the
him he
shit.
should not have gone to
I shouldn't
Slim's
have gone to that party.
He should not have gone to
that
Slim's
party.
space
I'm
party.
pushing.
I knew he'd come back pregnant. I just knew it.
I don't like it. I don't like it. How do women do this fucking hell?
It's a baby. Rosemary's baby.
It's time for Tales with 3 from the Grave.
Hello everyone, welcome to another 3 from the Grave video featuring all of us where you're going to get your facts, mythos, and a review. It is the month of May, Mother's Day, and we figured why not go back to a classic horror focused on motherhood. We're going to be talking about Rosemary's Baby, which you probably figured if you clicked on the thumbnail. Rosemary's Baby is from 1968. It is directed by Roman Polanski and it is based off of a book by Ira Levine. Maybe it's Ira? Our main actress, Mia Farrow, was not actually Polanski's first choice to be Rosemary. His first choice was actually Tuesday Weld. In one scene, Mia Farrow actually ate real raw liver, despite the fact that she was vegetarian at the time. That's honestly creepy as fuck. The original cut of Rosemary's Baby was actually over 4 hours, but Polanski didn't know what to do. So he let editor Sam Osteen decide that. Sam would later become the director of a sequel called What Happened to Rosemary's Baby. When you look at this movie in the grand scheme of Polanski's filmography, you'll notice that there's a loosely based trilogy on the horrors of apartment life that include this one, The Tenant, and Repulsion. There are some rumors that this movie may actually be cursed. I mean, they did deal with the birth of the devil, so that's a thing. The first unlucky thing is obviously the death of Sharon Tate, who was married to Roman Polanski. She was murdered by the Manson family. I'm sure we all know that story, so we won't go into details. The next untimely death was in 1968. That was Christoph Omida, who did the music of this movie. He fell from a balcony, ending up in a coma, which he never woke up. The next unfortunate thing was in 1969 with producer William Katzel. After being involved with the movie, he received a lot of hate mail, which actually caused him to develop severe kidney stones and hospitalized him. While he was in the hospital, he hallucinated scenes from Rosemary's Baby. I hope you enjoyed them, so let's move on to reviews.
Well, welcome back, friends, to 3 from the Grave. And the first ever 3 from the Grave motovlog movie review. I'm Ben. This episode we are discussing Rosemary's Baby. Rosemary's Baby tells a story of a young couple, Guy and Rosemary, as they enter a new apartment in order to start a family together. Guy is a struggling actor, Rosemary a housewife. And Guy strikes up an unlikely bond with the elderly couple, the Castabettis, that are their neighbors. Meanwhile, Rosemary gets knocked up, but her pregnancy is less than a simple one. So that is the general synopsis for this film. I love this movie, but I am going to say it is a slow burn type of film, and some people don't like those. You know, if you're looking for a lot of blood and guts, or jump scares, or chase scenes, or action, or adventure, this may not be the one for you. But if you're willing to sit through an excellent film, then this one has a lot to offer. It is by far my favorite Roman Polanski film, and yeah, it's just an excellent movie. So even though it is a slow burn type of film, the pacing never feels problematic. I always feel engaged with the story, and I've seen this countless times. Never ceases to engage me. So pacing for a slow burn is fine. This is the type of story where things start off innocently a little off. You don't know if the person is tripping a little bit or if things are really going on. You don't know what's going on. They just keep getting increasingly and increasingly more alarming. And then by the time you realize what's going on, it's too late. And the other thing I really like about this movie is, even though there's a fantastic tale that is being told, and by that I mean events in this are beyond the scope of reality, it is told in a very realistic and grounded manner. You know, all the characters are believable. Situations, for the most part, are believable. And so I really like that juxtaposition of like a fantastic tale being told sort of in a realistic way. But even though it's being told in a realistic way, there are these amazing sort of fever dream sequences that Rosemary has. They just feel very true to how a dream might be. Now, I got to talk about a few spoilers here, so check out the spoiler warning.
Turns out he was dead the whole time.
Okay, so the dream when Rosemary gets drugged by Mrs. Castabettis. She delivers some drugged chocolate mousse, which she of course calls chocolate mouse because she's a fucking weirdo. So she's in this sort of like waking dream, and it's just really interesting. There's all these random people. They're out on a boat. You know, she's saying, oh, I don't feel well. I've been bitten by a mouse because of the chocolate mouse. And yeah, I just love it, man. And of course, this is the dream in which Satan rapes her and impregnates her with his spawn. The spawn of Satan. It's just done so well. And yeah, so I love that about it. And of course, when she wakes up from it, she's got these claw marks on her back, and Guy says, oh, you know, like, while you were passed out, I basically fucked you so that we could have a baby. But when actually he had sold his, he had struck a bargain with Satan that to impregnate her and use her womb for his spawn in exchange for fame and riches. What a jerk. So that is basically how I feel about this movie. It's just a really good classic horror film. Not the flashiest as far as blood and guts or gore or anything goes, but man, what a great movie. I love it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, friendos. And over to Movie Massacre for the mythos.
Sequel? I had no idea there was a sequel, Angela, until you mentioned it. Anyway, I've looked it up and I'm going to talk about it. Son of Rosemary is nowhere near as rapey as the first one. Son of Rosemary starts with Rose waking up from a coma that the Coven put her in after they found out that she planned to run away with her son Andy. No, not this Andy. Later on, Rose is reunited with her now 33-year-old son. He says he uses his hellish powers to achieve world peace. Bullshit. Being the son of Satan, Andy releases a deadly virus that destroys all of human life on Earth. COVID-19. In the wake of the destruction, Andy's fantastic father, Satan himself returns to Earth and drags Rose to hell to burn. To burn. See, here's the part that I don't really like. Rose abruptly wakes up to find that it's 1965 again. She's then offered the same apartment from the first movie, which sets off the events of the first one. To me, that's pretty weak. That's a pretty weak fucking end, isn't it? Does she take note of this and get the fuck out of there? I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. Anyway, that's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed this video. You all take care of yourselves. Please hit the bell so you can get notifications for all of our content. If you like this video and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Anyway, we're heading back to the grave. Be good. We're out.